Hey you, my name is Hobster and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. So in the last part, we had the official 5th trial, where we found out who killed Nagito and who the traitor is amongst the group. Unfortunately, the traitor was Chiaki, and she was the one that had technically killed Nagito because he used his luck to skew the trial, essentially. So now we woke up where everything's a little crazy. We saw Chiaki, even though she died. Yeah, now we're going to go see everyone else, I guess. This has a very weird start.
Yo.
Oh, and a message, apparently, from Nagito, from what I understand. Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
What the frick? A coincidence, you say? Wrong! That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's see what did Nagito leave for us.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Oh, okay, that's all you gotta say. That's fine. Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would?
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. It was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So, he really set up the traitor as the killer? And he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. Why is everyone that's died before keep showing up? I don't get it. I mean, it keeps glitching and does weird things every single time these show up. I don't know. It was wild. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video,
How unfortunate.
then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Okay, alright, that's what we're going with. The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. I don't like that. Check the web for detail? Check the web for details? But now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mysteries and the Future Foundation, he's raising you all He's raising all your hopes. But only he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is seriously pissing me off. Hell and ice and it's so happy. What? Only. All right. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well,
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of all those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi, but that has nothing to do with me. You guys still think you're not gonna die or something? Hold on, I need to know if that's a real website. No, there's nothing on that, so. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now is a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037? That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
That was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go. What? Outside. What? Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. What the frick is going on? Wait. This isn't... What is going on? Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right. That's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills.
Thanks for the food.
If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me? Oh my gosh. That's disgusting.
Dumbass!
Hey, now's not the time to frick around.
Young master for
It's
Yujiko.
going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together.
Shut up.
The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. What the frick?
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know. This can't be no. What the frick is going on? 11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. This has to be the original school from the first game. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. What is going on?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way...
Huh?
Where did everyone go? Everyone?
What? Whoa. Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I am not the weird one. What's really weird is... Okay, game, what the frick are you doing? What is going on? This world? Stage clear? What? To be continued. Right now! It'll be continued right now. Heading to the school trip. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. That's an annoying sound. It would suddenly shake violently, and every time that happened, I would have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited, but I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. I actually need to turn it down. That sound is annoying. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. Ugh, how boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? That's right, that's it. So, this is a ship. One annoying ship! So you just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence is starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. An overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile, but under the skin I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me. So, to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. For someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess? Huh. I'm starting to really get interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So, you're one of us? Yeah, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Is this has to be one of the characters from the first game that I'm playing right here. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. This can't be Byakuya, is it? Because of these bastards, the world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person. Are you talking about the ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Oh my gosh, it's gotta be talking about Junko. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What? The fingernails. Is this Junko? This can't be Junko. Is this Junko? Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage. Hold on, is this the ultimate imposter? Is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. Don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh, that's strange. Huh? Huh. Oh. Huh? What the frick is going on? Look out the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's pretty disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you were boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Heading to the school trip? I'm really trying to make sense of this. And why? Why do I bother? Huh? What is this? That's a door. There's a door. A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's very strange. It's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no other connection between how I left the trial ground and how I end up here. It's just like before, when we were all gathered in the classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Am I gonna be in Hope's Peak Academy? Oh my gosh. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right. That's definitely it. Monokuma said it would be at the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. The store? I don't remember what that is. That's, I think that's where the nurse, oh my gosh. This is so weird. Despair Hotel. Yep. I mean, if I remember right, isn't this, is one of these two classrooms that, Makoto came out of. This is wild. The gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I braced myself cautiously open the door. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo!
You heard the announcement that came here too. You guys did it. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something. That cannot be possible.
Well,
Yeah.
You're right. Anyway, look at it. It's impossible. Any way you look at it. Hello! How does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
why you?
You!
You.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock! I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy!
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true!
No.
Oh, but it is! I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy! Well, what's left of it anyway. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? Stupid fool. I don't believe it.
But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for.
What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic?
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now.
Wow. The player, maybe? Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullcrap. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard?
Though I am not certain of my memories, I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door and the ruin and the inside of the ruin.
And what do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my! Are your minds getting all grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment.
Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
It's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Then, what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here. This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No, no, no.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet.
Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guests of honor arrives.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world.
What do you mean?
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip.
And as usual, after leaving us with cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, hey!
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How'd we get back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this.
What does this mean? How many things I don't understand have happened on this island? This building is really Hope's Peak Academy?
It sure is.
This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Damn it! Why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with the effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. Don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So, they're not World Ender? Then, we were really tricked by Monokuma?
However...
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if there are allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So, what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right.
I'm gonna do it!
Prepare yourself.
Like...
Yeah. We might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home and when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course.
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey.
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. So we'll just have to go ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It would be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange with each other's lives.
all right.
So, we should do our best as well. Like they say, it's not as scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're
Akane already took off on her own. This might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Then, let's get this over with and go home.
later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium. Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me! I'll be in danger if I'm left alone! Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more, and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Okay, so there's nothing in here. I don't even know where to begin. I have no clue. Huh? That's weird. It's the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but this is the fifth floor. It's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for this trap. There's no way it will make me back down. Alright. Oh. Okay, so I can't go in there. I don't remember this hallway being so long. Maybe it was. The dojo? Oh boy. I would love to talk to you, but... Yeah, I'm gonna go inside the dojo. So I guess we're just going basically full-on investigation, right? this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Look. What's this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this?
Let's start with the history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person.
So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy history, as narrated by a cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with the introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen throughout the scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy, Ernest Wish, a true genius who had become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, this was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. It's the one room, right? Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions names, so I don't really know the details, but no, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. The department was only built to collect money. I was one of the Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
Huh, that's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Hey!
Did you forget that you were part of a Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So, I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I'd know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a reserve corps student.
Damn it, what the heck? Reserve department. Okay, so I guess... Okay, I guess I can leave here. That's good. That's actually good to know. Because I would like to kind of carry this on a little bit quicker. Kind of. Is there even anything else for me to... Oh, hey, oh. This open up? Okay, I guess I'll go in here. I don't remember what this is. Oh. Okay, so we're learning everything through the manga. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Isn't this the room of the tragedy? Wasn't the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? Oh boy. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura? Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and provided various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. But, Makoto, though? What about Makoto? To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru was known as the symbol of hope, responsible for that horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy Student Council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve course students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began, and that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0. Danganronpa 0? With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off.
But ultimate hope? Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Well, but you don't know your past and your school life, so you could have. Anyway, I've learned a lot about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mystery keeps piling up. That gotta be Junko, right? It has to be Junko. Like, there's no way that's not. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else that... Is this open? Ah. Raw. Dang, we're about to get a lot of stuff. Oh! What the hell is in this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already.
I've been found.
Oh. What? Alright. Let's look at the next part. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most okay, big bad history thing. What was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the awful human history. And is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself was that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends of the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups began occurring around the world. War raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress so much to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of the society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Okay. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening to the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough! What is this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period was completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world.
I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate, but on the other, yeah, the outside world, yeah. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. Whoops, didn't mean to click. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezer room. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. Where should I go next? Nope, can't go in there yet. Let me guess. Right over here? Oh, no. level up. Oh wait, no, but actually, where am I going? Here? No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Oh, I have to be in here. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Fuyiko. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be crappy either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Okay. Is there literally... I guess... Alright, Monokuma.
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
No, no.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Tee, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth?
You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place.
A high school student who doesn't like to read manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair.
Huh?
Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days,
Actually,
it was originally the title of a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Inoshima.
Junko?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There is only one horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some screwed up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? So there's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, even she influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place.
So, she even recruited people who wouldn't have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then, what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko's despair.
Huh?
For Junko, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko as Junko.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their heads. And so, the ultimate despairs, who had been recruited, becoming nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children, they dedicated all despair they could to escape from despair. All in Junko Inoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do.
There's no way something that crazy is possible.
Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Course students during the tragedy of the Hope's Peak Academy?
Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history.
Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide.
Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,350 students?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Inoshima. Doesn't even scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko is already dead. How? What? Huh? Ultimate despair has been added. What? How does he know that? How does he know that? Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko is already dead? What? You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Moron, Killing School Life, and that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that thing you said about the killing school life? Oh, that's right. Wait, did it say in that? Like the killings we're involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead?
like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of the whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of her former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, and she took away their memories, just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The student of Hope's Peak Academy were widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope killing each other for the sake of survival, they are trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then, Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko isn't alive anymore! Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Inoshima is already dead, Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved resemble that killing school life. Well, don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students here from Hope's Peak Academy stopped the real deal, there's no way we'll be able to lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life? Man,
Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since you took the time to draw it. Since I took the time to draw it. Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
One step at a time. You're getting closer to cleaning my character root.
You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Okay, so essentially at this point, it changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to surprise. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. I know. I get it. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. Alright. This looks like the music room. I feel like I could see something strange. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol is the Sort Passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up! Is that really that big of a surprise? I mean, to be honest, let's be real. What is this? Words are floating up in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, if they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by the Ultimate Despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though, I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experiment phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. The Academy Survivors has been added to the trick bullets. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. I gotta say, saying the most awful, most tragic event in human history, that is so tiring to say over and over and over again. Drinking game. Anytime I say that, you take a swig of water. We gotta stay hydrated, okay? We don't drink here. We stay hydrated. See? Water. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko Inoshima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? Only the Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that research facility, if there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Alright. Alright. The Teacher's Lounge. Oh my gosh. I vaguely remember this, actually. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe...
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well...
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. Alright, let's read. Let's read. There's some letters floating in the air. Looks like music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Inoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must immediately be eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean in order to kill them? Doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Interesting. Oh! What's this? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters. Just below that are names I've seen before. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko, I don't remember how you pronounce her last name, is written there. What is this newspaper? Oh my gosh, she actually looks kind of normal. What is this? Says Miss Hyoko. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? That means the Hyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It's pretty much her defining feature. But the photos in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure, it's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean? Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko right here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first name and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
It's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like that was close to her. It's not like I was close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? That doesn't look... Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt?
What are you saying? She's already dead. No. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling
Well-
white.
Well, regardless, all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then Hyoko is Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can... Hold on. Hey, wait. That actually could be Hyoko, but what about the ultimate imposter? I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there?
This is bad.
Huh? If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? Better not have anything to do with time travel. That picture again. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the place card says Hope's Peak Academy founder is Zero. The founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and his name is Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery.
Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage.
Next stage? Oh, this only had 2. Well then. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised. I moved... Yep, I know, you're confused and this place is weird. Whoa. What is this? I don't recognize... I mean, I kind of recognize it. Oh! This is where Haifumi died. I think. Wait a minute. The rec room. Oh. Yep, this is where Sakura died. There's a billiard table and a dart board, and the shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think that a room like this actually exists in a school. This hologram again. What's this one say? Looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they are all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, and it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of the detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we've decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then, why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were they forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse.
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
That's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
There's no way that's not important. His true identity should be connect everything to what's happening right now. Oh! It's a file of Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. Confidential file. Okay, why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside this file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms. I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Peak Academy was behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope. Alright. Cool. That's it for this room. Let's go find the next one. Whoa. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is the space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, it's totally disconnected from reality. Oh my gosh. This is weird. Hi, Akane. You look okay. You look fine. I leveled up again. The library. Okay, this must be a library. Monokuma probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. Okay. Okay, this is a little wild looking. This hologram again. Must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's no doubt that it's another clue. To Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. He's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Pressing, I'm gonna doubt that a lot. Nope, okay, I guess we're done in here. I guess that's it. Okay, so this is carrying on a little bit quicker. Let me go find the next room. Whoa. Wait. Huh. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like a laundry room. There's no use worrying about it, but it was in the school, and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Oh! Oh, shoot, there's a Monokuma over there. Gosh, dang it. I wonder how many of those I've actually missed. Probably at this point it doesn't matter. This looks like a tablet computer. It looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the tablet and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator, PCS. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the New World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other uses is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality deconstruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world? Program? A feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly, as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character route. Now then, despair is waiting for you.
Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? Give me the Monokuma! Digital. Virtual.
Oh.
Virtue Mana. Virtue Kuma. Mana, whatever. Leave here.
Hiya!
Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that is truly deserves to be called a game. You gays are the only ones watching.
Oh, you guys. That is not gays.
You guys are the only ones watching this who can save them.
The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen?
Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Looking forward to it.
This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Whoa! Okay. No, that's wild. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh man, I might have to put like a slight warning at the beginning of this video or something. Oh joy. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something that big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? At the moment I looked at that object. Whoa! Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply a program. It would make me happy if you would call me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial Intelligence Program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on! My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet hovering above the air. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the new Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island's cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this place is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words. I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. Gosh, that's like my entire life summed up. I will understand what people meant, but I don't understand what was being said to me whatsoever. There is no way for me to acknowledge it was the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step to replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set to it. From there, you can upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage. I'm sure there's a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. They're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people alongside with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has given the authority to influence you all. But the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same to everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing these rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of that virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed the world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but the function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contain my authority to build the world. It was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should have an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one. That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Teacher and student. Okay, I guess that didn't click with me. Teacher and student. Oh, so maybe it was infected with Monokuma? So I guess I can't really count that. Did any of this actually happen? Is any of this real? But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the defluctuation based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, a paradigm. Change results by being cut off rapidly and causes the situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world, and the situation from the context invites your death. Hey.
What the frick is going on in this game? Yo! It's Makoto! What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? Currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just, who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? There's no time. I'm going to say what I need to say, and believe you're there listening to me. But first I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know 11037. That's the number we found at Nezumi Castle. The door in the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there... Oh my gosh! That's what Usumi was for. That's crazy. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go, because he was afraid of rats. Oh my gosh! That's crazy! I never thought Nagito, who first saw it, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. The number contains a secret. Ooh. Wait! Is it Leon? Is it Leon? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with their despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In worst case scenario, where an observer who has the role of a teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you guys use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Oh boy.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now?
Nothing, really.
I see.
Anyway,
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useful stuff, I'm gonna butt in again.
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting for a long time here. Hey, what about that guy just now? There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? What do we have to do our best at? The mystery's getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? Gotta kill that despair, boy. Get that out of your head. It's the same for the killings, too. Even though I had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? It's Leon. That's right. Showdown sequence has been added with the truth bullets. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
it's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to focus on that. Oh my gosh, and there's the red door. I get the feeling I'm basically coming up on maybe the finale of the game here. And truthfully, I don't know what to make about a lot of this. Alright, so, yeah. I think this is probably where I'm going to end this part. Because I'm pretty sure, when I cross through this door, I'm pretty sure I'm about to go into maybe the final trial. And if I remember, just like the first game, it's going to be long. So, I'm going to leave it open for that. This is where I'm going to leave this part off. As far as my thoughts, it seems like... I'm not sure if this entire thing of... I'm trying to figure out if this is like all a simulation or something. Here, I'm gonna do this just so you don't have to look at the flashing screen. I honestly don't know if this is just all a simulation. That's where I'm a little unsure about what's going on. Because clearly, right now, everyone's like digitalized or something. Somehow Monokuma got in there, and I guess it makes sense for the very beginning of the game. Everyone kind of waking up, and Usami getting her powers taken away. But I'm just unsure of, like, okay, if they die in this digital world... Oh, shoot, and I even remember at the very beginning of the game, very beginning, Hajime here, he stepped through that digital door again. But he stepped through that digital door. So I'm a little... I'd have to go back and watch my part 1 of my Let's Play just to see, like, what happened again. But if this is all digital, so I will continue this in another part. And so, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please press the like button down below. If you want to see more videos that I've done, check in the description and the annotations in the video. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!